All right. Next up, we're going to look at two things. There's the Stella Fortuna page is up, so we'll see what's going on with that, and the patch watch. So we'll see if there's anything in there that we don't know about, any juicy info. So let's start out with the Stella Fortuna stuff, which is, if you're not familiar, it's St. Paddy's Day, but in Star Citizen. Push your luck, lucky, leprechaun kind of things. Shows what you got. This is the best of bone cracking. What is this? Vehicle liveries. Oh, are these like Murray Cup? Wait, do they already have these? Does this Murray Cup livery exist already? So racing is a thing that they're pushing for this? Okay. Oh, here we go. Engines are revving and flags are waving. Time has come for misbehaving. Get lucky. Get that lucky feeling playing Arena Commander Classic Race mode to earn your racing stripes and a free Origin Giocoso helmet awarded at the end of the festivities. Okay. Was there something else there? Hit record and tear up the verse with Devil. Oh, this is a contest. Okay. And then stand out on the starting grid, bunch of ship liveries. So we'll take a peek at those. Maybe they'll be shown at the bottom. I got to zoom out a little bit for this, I think, to look normal. I feel like we've seen most of this stuff, but correct me if I'm wrong. No. I don't know. We have not. They have like sponsor logos on them and stuff. Holy. Do they have something other than Star Kitten? They don't. Oh my God, that makes me so sad. Because like if they had like this looks like very BWG or BW, yeah, is it BWG or BWF or something like that? The sponsor in Formula One, like it looks pretty on point with the Alpine cars. It looks very, very F1, but I'll probably hold off and wait for future stuff. I hope they do more stuff like this because that's BWTT. That's right. That's very cool, actually, with the sponsor logos on them. It's just I'm not a big pink fan, so yeah. The Origin racing suit, you think that's new? I don't think it is. It would say new on it, wouldn't it? If it was, yeah, it doesn't say new. Where these say new. This is the 350R is definitely new. Yes, I've never seen that before. Okay. Here's more ship paints, but yeah, nothing that's exciting me too much. And then here's the Stella Fortuna skins that we've seen lots of over the years. Just that dark foresty green. All right. That's cool. You know, I will buy with my store credit something that looks like this but isn't pink. Like all the in-universe logos and very racing, but not pink. Not for me. Check the monthly bundle. Did they show it? This is the featured starter pack, but the monthly bundle is not here, is it? No. Yeah, it was shown already. It's very cool, but it was shown already. All right, next is Patch Watch. Yeah, it's like the green and teal and rust. It looks sick. Notes, this time we're focused on several gameplay balance updates. Okay. Engineering gameplay updates. Alpha 4.7 brings a new round of balancing for shield armor. Shield balance update. This changes should make shield combat feel more consistent while reinforcing the intended strengths of energy-based loadouts when targeting shielded opponents. Increased overall shield health, reduce the gap between shield variants to make the performance differences less extreme. Energy weapons will now deal increased damage to shields. All right, so nothing really new there. We've heard those in the notes. Armor balance update. This creates a clearer combat progression where heavier weapons or sustained damage are required to break through strong armor before lighter weapons can become effective. We're introducing minimum damage requirements for armor. I think they're still figuring out those numbers. They're pendulum swinging all over the place. 2 Not enough damage, too much damage. I don't think they found the sweet spot yet. When armor is at full health, certain smaller projectors will no longer damage the armor, ship hull, or internal components. That appears in this current patch to not be the case at the moment, is my understanding, at least by somebody on Spectrum who keeps first subtweeting me and now tweeting at me, because I actually responded to them. Once armor has been weakened and reaches lower health state, smaller caliber weapons will begin to be able to penetrate and cause damage. On top of these, armor will get general balance pass to take these new changes into account. For example, a Perseus has heavy armor, so a small ship weapon won't be able to penetrate or deal damage. However, once the armor has been weakened, a small ship weapon could be able to affect the ship. Apparently, that's not exactly happening at the moment, but we'll see. Life support adjustments. I don't know what this meant in the notes, so hopefully they give more context here. Let's see. Life support systems are receiving tuning to better reflect the effort required to maintain ship atmospheres. Increase life support costs to maintain the ship's atmosphere. Reduce the exchange rate between life support systems and rooms. Reduce the exchange rates between connected rooms. Life support generators will now also take longer to refill rooms and perform heat exchange. In practice, this means atmosphere management becomes slightly more deliberate, especially on larger ships where room-to-room air exchange plays a bigger role. You know, we just watch SCL, and I think the armor changes are going to affect us more than anything. If we're wearing flight suits, they may not have big oxygen tanks. I don't know. Because in the end, we're all just wearing armor, and it doesn't feel like we ever run out of oxygen in the ship. Have you experienced issues with life support? I really haven't, because I always keep my armor on. So, I don't know. Radar and detection changes. The type of installed radar and the amount of assigned power now have direct effect on the range at which aim assist and ESP come into effect. This is reflected by the lack of pips outside of the effective range by appropriate UI elements during precision targeting. Power and aim assist. Assigned power directly affects aim assist range. This applies to both weapon assist and ESP. For example, assigning 2 points to your size 1 radar would set aim assist at 910 meters, while 5 points would increase it to 1105. Very negligible, but maybe that'll adjust a bit more. In the end, that's the number that matters. That's bringing us closer together in a fight, or the real Giga Chad pilots are going to learn how to shoot without pips. This range is reflected on your HUD by the distance at which target pips appear, and it changes based on both the radar installed on your ship and the amount of power you have assigned to it. Radars require more power. Activation power requirements remain similar or slightly lower. Weapon aim assist and ESP are available when a target is within your effective assist range. So outside of that, you don't have those. Increasing power to your radar extends that range, okay? Precision targeting also is affected. That's when you right-click and you get that zoom in. Sub-targets are now visible during precision targeting when you are within a meaningful assist range, but they won't be when you're not. Stronger radar power maintains that range, making precision targeting more reliable. Cross-section detection. I think this is my favorite part. Cross-section sensors are no longer passively detected. We talked about that being very cool. They are now only detected through actively pinging on your scanner. Literally, D-Scan and Eve. Kind of cool. This change opens the door for fully stealth-focused builds. New radar items, components have been created and are planned on becoming available through in-game shops, missions, and potentially crafting. Manufacturers are Basculus, CHCO, Garuda, Gorenberg, Navgante, and Willen. They'll offer new ship radars. Cave scanning reliability. The scanning setup has been reworked to make cave locations more reliable when scanning planets from your ships. I just came across one randomly today. There was no gems in it, but I did find one. But again, I think we want to hear more about radars that find harvestables over ships, things like that. As a mining main, salvage main, I'd love to have things that focus more on that kind of stuff. Filter stuff out. Salvage contract pool has been expanded to include additional ships. Many of these ships are now gold standard and feature fully physicalized components, which means salvagers will encounter a wide range of recoverable materials and parts. This means greater variety on salvage targets, more meaningful component recovery opportunities, and more dynamic salvage runs instead of repeatedly encountering the same ships. That's great news. Mission balance and ship access points. A balance pass has been made for missiles and ship access points such as doors, ramps, and lifts. Missile changes. Explosions will no longer damage internal components inside a ship. Previously, anything within the explosion radius could take damage, including modules, internal systems located inside the hull. Not us. Because of this, explosion radii had to remain very small to prevent ships from being destroyed by a single hit. With internal damage removed, missiles can now be balanced more naturally around their explosion radius. New balance gives players a clearer choice on how they want their missiles to behave. Direct, higher damage with a smaller explosion radius, or area, lower damage with a larger explosion radius. Damage values are also being adjusted, but overall balance should remain familiar. What if armor was down? Yeah, I don't know about bombs. These adjustments also are for ground vehicles. For me, like, what happens when the armor goes away? Will it damage internal components? I hope so. Because it would be weird if it didn't. Doors, ramps, and lifts. Because missile explosion radii are changing, we also reviewed the durability of ship access points. Many doors, ramps, and lifts currently have very low health values and were never properly tuned. Oh, pirates. Pirates are about, there are going to be Reddit and Spectrum posts from pirates. They just killed pirates, I think. Without adjustments, new missile explosions could blow open a ship with a single hit, which would look odd and break immersion. What about piracy? To address this, we're increasing their health to better match overall ship durability. This should result in more believable damage behavior while still allowing access points to be destroyed under sustained fire. I guess you just have to use your ship weapons then. You're no longer going to do it with FPS weapons. We'll see. Yikes. That one's a bit of a yikes. Pirates are going to freak out, and yeah, we'll see. That one's a bit of a yikes for me. But we still have boom tubes, railguns, things like that, so who knows? Maybe that'll be a thing, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, that was that. Highlights, obviously the piracy thing. That's kind of crazy. More questions on missiles than answers there. I think the salvage gold standard thing's kind of a highlight. That's pretty cool. Radars are definitely a highlight. Maybe this will bring ship combat closer together more than any change they've ever made. And yeah, we'll see about this armor ballage update. It feels weird at the moment, but that's that. Let me know what you guys think about that stuff. And yeah, anything but Star Kitten, please.